understand, and as we were talking earlier today, all things work together for the good of those that love God, called according to his purpose. And also understanding all things work together for the good. Mm-hmm. And that's why he tells us, count it joy.
Yes.
Because it's working out for your good regardless of what it looks like.
Right.
But the problem is we still hold on to that old character, that old thinking, the
right.
thinking,
yes.
and not wanting him to come in and reconstruct something. So then that way we can have joy and peace in the midst of what we go through.
Right.
There's power in endurance.
Yes.
There's wisdom and patience.
Yes.
When you learn how to be still and wait on the Lord, you begin to gain some things of knowledge and wisdom and understanding in the process. But God wants to come in and cause us to break away from our old ways.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of layers that we have to pull apart.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is unlearn some things.
Right.
I took time one day, and when I went on a fast, I did a 10-day fast, and I began to ask God, deal with me. Show me. I'm tired of going through things. I'm tired of going through repeated cycles.
Right.
I'm tired of always stressed. I'm tired of being in pain. I just want to go out my door and just be happy. Mm-hmm. So what he did was, the first thing is, well, then I'm going to deal with you. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about these things that you're dealing with. Mm-hmm. And with that, when he begins to show you, it doesn't feel good. Mm. It doesn't feel good at all.
No.
It can be intimidating. It can make you feel some type of way because you looking at the people that you saying, man, you crazy. Mm-hmm. Something wrong with them. But when he starts showing you, you like, dang, I'm something wrong with me. I'm crazy. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But in that, it's a process.
Yes.
Because we have been programmed to think so many different ways.
Yes.
And what happened is, it goes from generation to the next generation to the next generation.
Yes.
And what he said is, I have called y'all to go higher. Mm-hmm. But the problem is, that generation thing that has been sitting on you is preventing you from going higher.
Right.
So he had to walk me through so many different steps to help me to understand by shedding some things, even when it hurts, even when it looked crazy, even when I look crazy. Mm-hmm. Just as what I heard, that was you speaking. God take the foolish thing to come find the wise. Mm-hmm. He take those foolish things that may look crazy to somebody else.
Right.
But when they look at you again, they're going to see something different.
Right.
But that's the whole purpose of it. And that's why it's important for us to understand and endure these different things. I love your testimony. Mm-hmm. You share a great, awesome, powerful testimony. And to look at you and knowing what you went through. This is your baby girl that passed away. And you still stuck in there and you just thank God. Yeah, you might have your moment. That's during a time of trying to adjust your lens. A time to adjust your understanding. And once you got a hold to that peace surpass all understanding, that glory to glory, higher heights understanding, you begin to understand that God didn't have to give me her in the first place. Right. So thank you for the time that you gave me.
Yes.
And you start shifting your mind to a different level. You start shifting to a different place.
Right.
See, God chose you to go through it. So when it's time to have a conversation with somebody who can share a testimony, not even just a testimony, but when you speak, you can say, let me show you how to shift your mind.
Right.
This is what I did, and this is what I had to go through to shift my mind to understand I can grab a hold to peace. Right?
Yes.
It's there. It's up to us. We have to choose to grab it.
Right.
But the problem is because the routine.
Yes.
The generation thing.
Right.
We grab it, pick it up, put it right back. And because that pain, that frustration, that rejection, that's what we hide behind and it make us feel like we're strong. It make us feel good. Right. So we carry that all the way throughout life and not realize that's not peace. Right?
Yes.
You're doing more damage to yourself.
Right.
So with the Rubik Cube, also it talks about problem solving and finding solution. We sat there, we rolled it around, we moved it around, trying to problem solve it, we're trying to find a solution. If I turn it one way, flip it another way, but we also use other people to help us. And that's what this journey is about. Right. You can't be so caught up into yourself that you're not willing to allow somebody else help you. I don't care if it's a 2-year-old. Right. God uses anybody.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He uses anybody. So when you can adjust yourself to understand that I can be used with a 2-year-old, 3-year-old. Sometimes when I was at the daycare, I love sitting down having a conversation. Some of them babies was like, man, you've been here for 20 years. You've been here way before I was born. Right. You know, but to sit there and have those conversations information.
Right.
I'm wise enough to say, you know what, you smarter than me in this little area, but that's okay.
Right.
I'm gonna learn from you.
Right. Right.
Because in that, God called us all to assemble ourselves, right?
Right.
We all come together and
Right.
work together.
Right.
And so when you ask for help, okay,
Yeah.
I see I got the part right here. You think you can probably line all the parts on yourself? But I'm gonna try it this way. Working as a team.
Right.
Because you asking to go higher.
Right.
It requires teamwork.
Mhm.
You asking for business.
Right.
Well, who gonna work for you? Teamwork.
Right.
You asking for a ministry. Well, if you don't know how to ask, then how can you build a ministry?
Right.
Because you gotta give, you can see, you have dreams,
Mhm.
you able to prophesy. I mean, like, we all need each other, so
Right.
in that way we can build this community in the way that God see fit.
Right.
But it takes help, and it takes work, and it takes working with each other regardless of what kind of gift you have,
Right.
and all of that. And then at the same time, not even just gift.
Right.
Let's not focus on what this person wearing, or
Right.
what this person look like.
Right.